Hey gang, DVD Collector back, and I'm not in the movie room, but I am on the Movie Reviewers 100, and I thought, you know what, it's DC Animated Week, so what better place to do it than in a comic book store? So I happen to own a comic book store, so I know a little bit about comic books, and I know a lot about DC Comics, so I thought this is a great time and place to just jump in and do this. So without further ado, let's talk about this. I have chosen Justice League New Frontier. For people that might not know this, the Justice League is DC Comics' version of the Avengers. Same kind of concept. A bunch of the core members of DC Comics have formed a team called the Justice League of America, most of the time just known as the Justice League. Can't really call it the Justice League of America and be honest with it because, one, Wonder Woman's not from America, Superman's an alien, Martian Manhunter's from Mars. I mean, there's a lot of not-Americans in the Justice League of America, but at the same time, they get away with it. So it is the Justice League, and this is a great story. This is a retelling of the origin of the Justice League with a little changes in it. It's done by a guy named Darwyn Cooke, who is absolutely one of my favorite comic book artists. He has a very unique style, if you can see this, if you haven't seen this before. And this really captured what his miniseries looked like. This is based on a miniseries that he did for DC Comics. Now, they start off with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, of course, as the core members. And we see, like, they're already established. It takes place during the Cold War. And we see newly formed superheroes in The Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter that join us. Now, this telling takes place, like I said, during the Cold War, and it focuses on a lot of that stuff. And they try their best to get out of the main big three here, and they focus on the rest of these guys, including Adam Strange and Green Arrow, Aquaman, a lot of guys that don't get a lot of attention. Now, if you guys don't know anything about these characters, just Google them and find out. Martian Manhunter is a shape changer from Mars. He can shapeshift into anybody. He has telekinetic powers. Green Lantern, of course, has a ring that does anything his will wants to do. Flash is, of course, the fastest man on Earth. Aquaman, king of Atlantis, and has all the powers of SpongeBob. Yes, he can talk to fish, and he lives under we heads. Funny joke. And Green Arrow, of course, is our Hawkeye. But way before. Now, all these guys are established before the Avengers. These guys were around a long time before Marvel's heyday in the 60s. Most of these guys showed up in the late 30s, early 40s, some in the 50s, and have been going since then. Marvel's guys started in the 60s, with the exception of Captain America and Marvel's SpongeBob, Prince Namor, or the Submariner, as a lot of you guys know him. This, I have to recommend this. There's not been one that has really impressed me since then. I love all of them, but this one I go back to all the time. I do want to get this on Blu-ray. For some reason, I think it's just really expensive or something. A lot of these are. Every one of these have been good, and they got some good ones coming up. I really hope they do a storyline called Kingdom Come someday. That's my absolute favorite story. I've just always been partial to this because I've followed Darwyn Cooke's writing and art forever. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Enjoyed the comic shop here. Let's get a tour here. Got the iPad, so there we go. That's what a comic shop looks like. Let's get a real good pan of this. How about that? I might know a little bit about comics. So, anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Watch everybody else's videos. And read some comics, man. Get out there and read some stuff. Don't just watch TV all the time. Anyway, later.